So I want you to imagine yourself in your grave, and the angels, they approach you. They ask you the three all-important questions to see if you pass the test of life. Who is your Lord? What is your religion? And who is your prophet? Imagine you're in that state right now. Will you be able to answer those questions? You need to live by these answers so you can answer them in your grave. But a person can't live by something that he or she does not know. So you have to learn these things. For that reason, we have a Islamic studies program, and we'd like to invite you to take a look at the program by joining our Telegram group at the link below. And if you like it, inshallah ta'ala, and you think this is something that could be suitable for you and you may be able to learn your deen here, then you can register for the first year of our program, and hopefully we see you on the other side. Assalamu alaikum. Scholars mentioned that based on textual evidence in the Quran, there are three categories. You're either like an angel, or you are a human, or you're like an animal. You're like an animal, or you're lower than animals. Does that make sense? So the angels, they worship Allah Azza wa Jal, and they don't follow their desires. The animals follow only the desires. Does that make sense? An animal sleeps with whoever he wants to sleep with. He eats whatever he wants to eat. He doesn't think. He just does whatever his desires take him to. Does that make sense? And the human being, which is in the middle, can be either at the level of the angels if he obeys Allah, or it could be lower than the animals, or like the animals. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the kuffar in Surah Muhammad, Kal An'am. They're like the cattle. They just eat, drink. They just, in Surah Al-Araf, Allah said, "Ulaika kal an'ami bal hum adall." They are worse than the cattle. They're more misguided than animals, than a cow, because at least there's more benefit than coming from a cow. But then, as for the angels, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, "Wa idh qulna lil malaikati isjudu li Adam fasajadu illa iblis." When Allah told the angels to make sujood to Adam, Allah said, all of the angels made sujood to Adam except for Iblis. But Iblis is not an angel. Allah said, "Kana min al-jinn." He was from the jinn. So if Iblis is from the jinn, why did Allah refer to him as the angels here? It would have made sense to say, we would think it would make sense to say, Allah told the angels to make sujood, all of the angels make sujood. Allah told the angels to make sujood, and He told Iblis to make sujood. But Allah said all of the angels were told to make sujood, and all the angels made sujood except for Iblis, suggesting that Iblis is from them, but he's not from them, he's from a jinn. So scholars said that is the benefit. Iblis, when he was obedient to Allah, he was in the ranks of the angels. That shows you when you're obedient to Allah, you're at the rank of the angels. But when he started to disobey Allah Azza wa Jal, he became lowest of the low. So when you obey Allah, you're like an angel. And when you disobey Allah Azza wa Jal, you're like an animal, perhaps you're worse. Does that make sense? So the human being decides. Overcome your desires, you can be with the angels. Let your desires overcome you, and you'll be like an animal. And my sisters who wear your niqabs, your jilbabs, who lower your gaze, my brothers, all of you who don't do these sins, you're obeying Allah, you're strangers, ghuraba, fatuba al-ghuraba, glad tidings to the strangers, you're going to seek knowledge, you're going to worship Allah Azza wa Jal. You know, people out there going to university, spending riba money on university loans. And you're out there spending halal money from whatever you earned to go and seek knowledge, to travel, to go to Egypt, to go around the world, Muslim world, study Arabic, memorize Quran, taking time out for something you're not going to get paid for in this life, but you'll get paid in the next life, inshallah ta'ala. Glad tidings to you, inshallah, you are in the ranks of the angels.